Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? Maybe you're over 40, maybe you're over 50. Your age really doesn't matter. What matters is that you followed the plan. You did everything you were supposed to do, more or less. So school, job, maybe you have a career, maybe you bought a house, you got married, kids, and you pay your bills, pay your taxes, mow the lawn, walk the dog, hang out with your friends when you have some time. Typical life trajectory. Maybe you hit some bumps and snags along the way, and maybe you didn't. But none of that is really the point. The point is, when you're alone, when it's quiet, maybe you're in your car driving, no music, just you and the road and your thoughts, or maybe it's late at night on the weekends. Everybody else is asleep and you're scrolling on your phone on the couch, and you can feel it, that familiar ache and that little voice in the back of your head screaming at you. Something is not right. You think to yourself, is this it? Is this all there is? What if this is as good as it gets? And if you're really brave at that moment, you'll ask yourself, am I happy? Or am I just busy? Why am I doing all this? Did I even choose this life I'm living? Or am I just following somebody else's blueprint? And if I don't do this, well then what? At that point, you might think back to your childhood self, the one that had dreams, crazy dreams to be sure, but the kind of dreams that felt like they meant something. And you remember how those dreams kind of gotten beaten out of you, and people told you were silly. Maybe your peers laughed at you. Maybe your teachers told you to behave, and your parents told you to be realistic, and that's not the way life works. And so at this point, you're not even sure if you can remember what those dreams were. But what you do remember is that you learned to be quiet, to shut up. First your mouth, but then your mind. You learn to stop acting like yourself. But then, even more tragically, you learn to stop thinking like yourself. And you learn to become what everybody else told you should be and what they wanted you to be. And you know in your heart, this doesn't fit. It didn't fit then, and it doesn't fit now. It feels like a really tight suit or shoes that are the wrong size. And you feel trapped. And if you're really honest, it kind of feels like terror. What if I have to do this for the rest of my life? And this is where I am. But here's the truth. You don't have to do that for the rest of your life. That feeling, that flicker of awareness that you're getting, that voice, that's the beginning. That, my friend, is you waking up. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You're just seeing the Matrix for what it is. Not the sci-fi movie with Keanu Reeves, although that's cool. But it's a social program. It's a script. It's a machine that wants you to keep running in place, keep producing, keep obeying, stay quiet, don't rock the boat, just behave. And you've been trained to serve a system that doesn't really serve you. But now the difference is you see it. And the good news is you're not stuck. You can change. You can reclaim the most important thing, which is yourself. You can pivot, even now, especially now, because now is the time you have. You don't need permission. You never did. You were just trained to believe that you needed permission. And yeah, it's tempting at this point to go back to sleep. This sounds scary, sounds tough. Just want to forget it and pretend that I never had this realization. But don't do that. Stay awake, because you owe it to that childhood self, to the real you that's still inside, still has those dreams, still waiting. And I'll be honest with you, it's not going to be easy. You'll stumble, you'll fall, you'll be scared, you'll question everything. You'll feel like giving up. But at least this time, it's going to be your path and not somebody else's that was chosen for you. You don't have to walk the same tiled circles, worn in the sand by millions of feet before you. And you can carve a new trail. Even if it's hard, even if you're scared, even if you make mistakes and have to double back, especially if you're scared, you're not alone. If you look carefully, you start to see the glimmers in other people's eyes, and you've realized they've woken up too. And we recognize each other. And when we do, we know that we're not going back asleep. So if this resonates and you're ready, keep watching. Welcome to the channel. Take it easy, kids.